What's up, everybody? Welcome back for another brand new video. And yes, again, I am myself am Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered. That's right, everyone. Today we're going to be reacting to is if BF and GF went to New York City. Which I gotta say, by the way, that yes, clearly this is just a short video. Just letting you guys know this is just going to be a short video after all, since that's going to probably be for the case. And also, just want to let you guys also know, by the way, before we even start this video, is that I could even listen to YouTube music. If you guys do or don't get by the point by that, so by any chance, I did look up on some YouTube musics exactly that I've always liked listening to, and I mean, man, every song brings me every good vibe of it. Like, literally gives me any good vibes I like listening to. Like, just giving you guys a little bit of an instant reason of me why I pretty much have to say that YouTube music's pretty good. I mean, both YouTube Music and Spotify are pretty amazing. Like both spectacular. I think both even get good thumbs up out of it. But as it for YouTube Music, it's kind of my first thing. After all, that's just kind of like my first thing to probably say is like, oh, how good is YouTube Music is. Like for instance, that I've never probably did YouTube Music before by actually listening to some music on YouTube Music, but this time, it's just going to be a one-time thing for me to probably experience a little bit of it, but I probably got to say that's going to be good. And then as in for Spotify, trust me, I've always liked Spotify first, then YouTube Music. That's probably what my only point would be, but as in for now, let's get straight to the real fact of the point here that yes, we're going to still react to is if BF and GF went to New York City. And I mean, not going to lie, by the way, that I mean, it's pretty awesome when pretty much that happens in New York City. I mean, it's pretty okay, at least, about like, oh, listening to pretty much some good things around with it or something like that. But there could probably be some good times of it, and then maybe not so much of it. Like, we already heard a lot of things about New York, like so many times it's been overrelated and underrelated in both sentences. Like, they are literally both things are at it. But here's my correction right now is that I hope you guys do enjoy this reaction. And remember, please be sure, like always, is like and comment and subscribe with the bell to be notified. And remember, subscribe to the original person if you have or have not. I recommend you do so, and that'll be great. So without further ado, let's react to this video, starting already in 3, 2, 1, and let's go.
Hey, boyfriend, look.
Yep.
It's the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I probably would love to see that.
Duh.
Bruh, boyfriend says, I wish there was a statue of me. Bruh. I mean, that's pretty interesting. I kind of say that if some people do kind of wish they actually would want to be in a statue themselves, I mean, sure, it's okay a little bit, I guess, but I mean, at least the Statue of Liberty on the first part, I kind of think I've never seen before. But to me, I probably would say is like if I've never even seen the Statue of Liberty before, I probably would say my best sentence and my best way I can say out of it is that if I were to see the Statue of Liberty, bruh, I would have been literally liking it, and I probably would even snap on a few photos, and then maybe just like say is like, dang. Cool. Like, that is awesome. Like, I'm just saying it in an amazing way about the Statue of Liberty. That's all I got to say about it. And let's continue right back in this. So, here we go.
Duh.
All right. Let's see what girlfriend's going to do. Oh, damn. Oh, dang. Boyfriend is now the Statue of Liberty. Wow.
You're welcome.
Nice. Nice. Nice and nice. I give that as a very good credit. Nice. Yep. There it is. Right there. Nice. Alright. That is awesome. Dang. Alright, well, gotta get back as might as well gotta say of this video, the short video, is that, man, this, by the way, looks pretty amazing. Not only I say think this was pretty amazing, but I gotta say it was perfect. I mean, it was pretty bit of a perfect short video, after all, which was awesome, so, yeah, I mean, boyfriend definitely got his wish, by the way, by girlfriend, and actually, really much likely that happened, and I mean, bro, I mean, with the pretty much like the henchman, bro, that is crazy as hell. Like, man, the henchman are also here. I was pretty much like, okay, pretty base from girlfriend right there, pretty base. Exactly when she just like calls them out here and exactly try to build the Statue of Liberty of the version of boyfriend, and it just says, "I love my girlfriend," known as GF, and I'm like, wow, nice. But to myself, a little, I think it was just interesting. A little bit, I think this was interesting. So yeah, nice work. Like, very nice work to the original person who did a very good job out of it, and it was actually pretty nice for seeing that for once. Like, very nice to see. And that's all I gotta say right now. And without further that to being said again, is that, man, that is awesome. Like, seriously, that is like freaking awesome by any chance. So I also did look up on some voice actors, by the way, if you guys didn't know either, exactly which I was like, who was the voice actors of Friday Night Funkin' actually when I took a look exactly? Like, I mean, Boyfriend's actor is David Brown. Bro, David Brown. Like, I mean, pretty much exactly that I'll actually just like take a look at it and just see it already. And also, I'm going to just type out and say is like, who is Chris Brown? Okay, here we go. Yep, there we go. Chris Brown. Yep, I'll probably say Chris Brown if pretty much Friday Night Funkin', so I probably will have to take a look at that. So, anyways, I'm going to say, yep, and there we go. All right, let's see. Well, at least that probably makes a lot more sense exactly to look at. So, at least it makes a lot more sense with me to look at. So, all right. Let's see if this gives me a bit of answers just to look at. All right. There we go. All right. Let's see if this actually says anything. Well, crap. It's pretty much just crap. All right. Let me look. Just let me give me a second to look here. All right. So, hmm. All right, so I'm gonna say by any chance that yes, again, by any chance of Chris Brown is that yeah, he pretty much, I don't know if I could probably would have said so or whatsoever, but I was just trying to find like the actual actor who just does boyfriend in general, just like boyfriend's voice, who just does like the beep boop and beep bop beep and stuff that he just does. But I'm just really trying to find out a simple answer if anybody does or doesn't know about like the voice actor of boyfriend. I did try to look that up and just says like who was the voice actor behind Boyfriend, and then the answer told me it was about Chris. I think it was like David Brown. Yes, David Brown, not Chris Brown. I meant to say was David Brown. Yeah. So yeah, hold on. I'm gonna just say David Brown. Damn it, meant to say David Brown. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what this says. Anything. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah. I think I'm gonna just get a little bit of the answers. All right. All right. Yep. I'm just gonna look at the answer, and this says right here. It says who is David Brown from Friday Night Funkin'? And also, a very good simple question is on this very simple question that it says right here is David Brown, better known online as Phantom Arcade. What? You telling me he's what? No way. What? How? I mean, how? David Brown is Phantom Arcade? OMG. Nah. Nah, 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 man, nah. I'm like, just a little curious, but I'm like, nah, man, just nah. Is is David Brown the Phantom Arcade? I'm like, holy crap! I probably am knowing a little bit, but holy goodness! Like he is Phantom Arcade, and then also it says format as Phantom Arcade. Okay, he's an artist, is an American artist, animator, voice actor, and animation director, and also storyboard, and then of course artist and game designer, and he is the director, lead animator, and lead artist for Friday Night Funkin'. He is the one who originally came up with the game's premise and title. Oh, this brings me a lot of good answers here. Holy crap! Really, I really have to say, nice and nice. Oh my god. Bruh, that is crazy. Like, that is literally crazy. Now, for the next question about, pretty much with, let me see if I can just look up to see the voice who just did Girlfriend. Hold on, I'm just gonna look that up. Let me see if it's actually there. Alright, okay. Alright, let me see. Uh, nope, it doesn't say anything on Girlfriend though, but I might just look up on something, but give me a second to look. Just give me a second. Alright, just gonna copy this again, and here we go. Alright, and let's see. Who did the voice? Okay. Who did the voice as GF? Alright, here we go. This is going to be interesting. I really want to see this is interesting. Ah, damn, I gotta figure this out. You know what? Maybe I might actually just look that up on my phone for a minute until I actually do so. Hold on. Let me see. Um, hmm. Wait. Um, yeah, I'm just trying to look, guys. I'm just trying to look. Don't worry. I'm just trying to look and see what I could see here. Let me just see. Uh, okay. You know what? Maybe I'm just going to do it on the phone version of this, but give me a minute. I'm just going to copy this for a minute. I'm just going to do this. Who is the voice behind Girlfriend in Friday Night Funkin'? Oh my goodness. Hopefully something can give me an answer on this. Uh, wait. Wait a second. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Just hold on a minute. Okay, so anyway, let's see. Yeah, I'm just really looking. It says, Kiwi Sprite. I think it was Kiwi Sprite who actually just have Girlfriend's voice something, but damn, I'm just surprised that Girlfriend didn't even have a voice a little bit in the game. I mean, we probably did notice that she always just says, like, left, right, up, and down. Like, she just probably says that in 4 times exactly, basically, or just says, like, that's how you do it. Like, I think that's just pretty much all I could probably hear from, but I mean, except the trailer, though, I probably am saying that, yeah, I probably did notice that she already finally had herself revealed as a voice by that in the trailer, but that is a lot harder to look at for Girlfriend's voice, though, who just does the voice of her character, which that there, by the way, is very somewhat interesting. But that's all I just want to point out for that. So the next one I probably would want to say in general that yeah, the voice who did Daddy Dearest was also Kiwi Sprite, by the way, who Kiwi Sprint or whatever exactly. Yeah, I'm pretty much saying so. I think it's probably the same person who did the vocals of Girlfriend's voice exactly while doing the tutorial way of it. And then, as it for the next question about I finally revealed about Pico's voice, by the way, who actually did Pico? By the way, who did Pico's voice? I think the only person who did was 2 individual people. I think it was Coffin and then Berkeley. or whatever. Sorry if I can't get the name right or maybe or something like that. But I think it was just those two people who did Pico's voice. I actually did found evidence a little bit about Pico's voice was finally revealed. Like it was pretty much likely about like it said was only about this. It only said about this. It said Pico and Friday Night Funkin' is primarily voiced by two individuals, which I did said that by the way, was Clofin and Berkeley or something. Additionally, Kiwi Sprites voices Pico's singing voice and sound effects, while Riccolo voiced Pico in an earlier canceled project. Damn! So it was almost like three people who did Pico's voice. Bro, that's nuts. Like, imagine how nuts that is a little bit by saying the fact, like, oh, the person who did the voice of that. Like, bro, that is interesting. Like, I don't get why, but I just think it was like a very interesting topic or a little bit of something of an interesting topic to talk about, which yeah, I just really wanted to kind of get that over with about the voices that I probably am saying right now about like, oh, who's doing who and who was doing who of the voice. And then, as I did figure it out, by the way, who also voiced the characters from week 2 exactly was Skit and Plump. Yeah, Skit and Plump. Yeah, I think the voice who did that, I think, was David Cazars. Yep, that was the man, by the way. Definitely the man. And also, speaking of the man, I might have to probably search him up exactly. So I'm going to say is, hold on. I'm going to say is, who is David, David C and E, oh, wait, A, crap, hold on. Yep, in Friday Night Funkin'. Yep, that's just what I definitely want to look at. Oh, I see now. That makes so much sense. Ah, got it. Got it. Okay, this actually really brings me something here, but alright then. Fair enough. Hmm, very fair enough. But yeah, at least I actually am pretty surprised to see the voice of the characters that I just didn't know exactly those voice actors, but bruh, I couldn't believe I finally remembered a little bit. I mean, at least I did got a little bit of some digging while I actually looked on my phone, so some tutorial to look at by the behinds of the voice actors who did who and who. I'm like, finally, it's just been finally found. I'm like, whoa, I did it. I just like freaking did it. And then the voice who did Monster, known as Lemon Demon, was Brett's base bracelets or whatever films. Yeah, I think that's what the name is. I think. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the character who did the voice of Monster. So I'm gonna probably type this up again and see who that person is. All right, let me just type this up. I'm gonna say, here we go. Yep, and films. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. Yep, he pretty much is known likely to be a pretty much likely a, I think he's more likely known to be as like, he's pretty much known to be like an American artist and in the animator, and then also does like the singer and the voice acting stuff. Like, yeah, he probably does the voice of Monster, which I probably would love to see the same guy again who's challenging Pico. Which, like I said, directly, I hope so. But if not, we might probably see and wait and hopefully find out otherwise again and sooner or later. But that's just me talking. That's just me talking directly. That's just me talking. So the character who voices Mommy Mirrors and Nini, OMG. You guys are gonna really love hearing this question. So this character who voices Mommy Mirrors or Nini, I think the character's name or pretty much the actress who did the voice of those two female characters is Monica Franco. Yep, Monica. Monica had voiced the two characters of those absolute dang good characters, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, the one who does Molly Mirrors, OMG, I really give that a thumbs up. I really guarantee that a lot. You know what I mean? I'm just talking about the tracks that were good and that were just butt kicking good. I just really love that one. Like I could not really got my head around with that exactly with like literally three damn tracks and they're like so freaking good. Like who knew that it was awesome? You know, just me expressing how I like the ways how they did it and just did a very great job with that and so well yet beyond with it. So yeah, that actually is well done. Like, very well done. Yeah, seriously well done. That's just all I could say right now. And yeah, very well professionally well done. Absolutely well done. Very great. And very awesome too. And then for the person who voices Tank Man, okay. This, my favorite secondary character, has been voiced by. Hold on. So it says right here exactly that the person's been voiced by was Jeff Bandelin. I know I'm just kind of wasting a little bit of time just because of me talking about voice actors. Doesn't mean I might have to waste a few more, but all I'm just saying is I'm likely just liking the fact that, you know, about some characters are actually revealed so differently well that it's just perfect. That I just love seeing a lot more oftenly just to watch. So yeah, I think the character actually who does Tank Man is Jeff, by the way, who does a great job of it. Like, bruh, I never knew Jeff was a good voice actor of Tank Man, but god damn, that's crazy. Like, that's awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna go right ahead and type up Jeff, so that way I probably would go ahead and look. So, all right, Jeff. Yep, and of course, I'm going to just do that. Yep. And here we go. Of N and F. And oh, he's known as Johnny Johnny Utah, I guess. Utah or whatever. I think. Yeah, I think I can't get the last name right, but I think it was definitely Johnny. Damn. Okay. Well, at least I'm okay with one Johnny. I'm not referring to Johnny Cage though, but I'm referring to a different Johnny that does a very great job with Tank Man, and I'm like, oh hell yes, I'm on board with that. I'm on with the chugga choo choo train on that. I'm like, let's freaking go. But into another amazing train noise, like let's freaking go. Yeah, I'm just very likely to enjoy that. And yeah, he's pretty much known as like Johnny or something, known as pretty much from online and stuff or whatsoever. But yeah, pretty much. And of course, he's known to be as like the animator and artist and voice actor, and then the art director and most other stuff. So, damn, damn, just damn. All right then. Let's get to with Senpai, or maybe with likely whoever did the voice of Senpai, which I might go ahead and take a look at. So, all right, everybody, you guys are gonna get a good one out of this one to know who is the voice behind Senpai slash Spirit. So let me just go ahead and say with this. So, who is the voice behind Senpai that in Finite Funkin'? All right, hold on. I'm just gonna go right ahead and just fix that. All right. Yep. I'm gonna just go right ahead and say Friday night. Oh wait, why did I put with two eyes? Damn it! Why did I put two eyes up there? Meant to say with one eye, just with a capital I like an igloo. Hold on. Yep. Here we go. Let me fix that. Here. Damn it. Oh, okay, sorry guys, sorry. Just trying to look out, okay? I'm just trying to do what I'm gonna do. Alright, here we go. Yes. Alright, yes. What? The very person who voices Senpai. Who voices Senpai? Okay. I'm sorry I'm not trying to laugh here, but I'm literally saying is like, who voices Senpai is Vince Benjamin. No freaking way. Like, no actual way. Like, I'm serious. I'm not trying to laugh here, but I'm really serious. Like, I'm really am. Like, the guy who does Senpai is Vince Benjamin. holy crap! There was like no way. Like seriously no way that he actually voices that character. Like that is so based. That is like freaking based. Like so based. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and type up another one and just say is like who voices Spirit. I'm gonna say is this. Let's see. I'm gonna say is who voices Spirit in Friday Night Funkin'. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Let me go right ahead and do that. Okay, yep. Oh crap. Okay, with an N. Sorry. Yep. Yep. Here we go. Let's see who's What? It was Isaac? Isaac? Isaac Garcia, who voices his competitor's senpai? I never knew that. I seriously never knew that. Like, the more surprised I was, a little bit more I was like, holy crap, did I never knew that? Okay, well, at least I'm being fairly honest at some points here. At least I'm just being fairly honest with it. I'm like, yeah, the voice actors and voice actresses. Yeah, I never knew that. I just really never knew to that to this day, and I'm just surprised. Like, very interestingly surprised. Like, bruh, that is so crazy. Like, that is nuts. And then, actually, for the person who voices Darnell, after when I looked up to this, I think, was about like, hold on. Alright, yep, here we go. The one who voices Darnell, I think, yeah, that one's a long word to write. That's a very long word. You know, just a very long word. But I might actually just let you guys know in the comments only and just know who the person is. But sometimes for me, I gotta say, wow. I'm just like, wow, and wow. Like, even though this is just about, like, me mentioning about, like, the actors I just never noticed, and I'm like, this is like my one new time thing for me that I just didn't know. Like, holy freaking god, that is good and really amazing. Like, who knew these actors did so much of a great, fascinating job? Like, they actually did so well. Like, so freaking well. I just didn't notice. Nice work. Very appreciative work. But anyways, without further ado, without that being said, as I will let you guys know again, is that I am Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered, and hey, sorry if I have to probably mention or talk about like a few minutes about me mentioning about like, oh, I didn't know about the actors' names, about who voices who and who, of the previous characters from different weeks, and then weekend one, for example, and then for other stuff. Man, crazy times that I'm living. Just for a little bit of a good fact, a little bit, by seeing this. But, you know, I mean, hey, I just didn't know. Okay, just didn't really know. But okay, with the video itself, I actually will talk about now about the video itself. I really want to brief out and just say is that this is a very good video that I probably am saying. Not only I say this is a good video, I say this is just a great, amazing, perfect, well done, experienced video I've ever experienced and watched. Like, who knew Boyfriend actually wanted to get a statue version of himself? And it says like, I wish I was a statue. Like, make a statue of me exactly. But yeah, pretty common a little bit from Boyfriend, a little bit some common, but at least it was pretty something like that. But hey, at least I think this was pretty interesting. So yeah, interesting. Like, very well done, interesting stuff. So if you guys probably would want to know about the actors exactly, then I probably just have that on my phone, which I could definitely just type it out in the comments for you guys, or maybe just whatever exactly. But if anybody just wants to know the question of it, then you guys can probably listen from the video itself and me explain who the actors, which even though I'm probably possibly am getting to the video part of it for next exactly, which I probably am saying this video is perfectly well done. Very well done. And not only I pretty much had to look on from a few other different things exactly to know what was all of that by any chance, then yeah. just me talking about the actors only. Just me talking about the actors. But anyways, that's just what I want to talk about today, and just really want to get my mind off with, so that way I could just probably talk about that. And then, as in from another long video, I actually promise you guys in another reaction, if I actually will react to another long video, I probably will mention for the actors exactly from the previous video next time, and then just like see what's going on and just talk about whatever, and then we can get to like the video itself thing, which I probably still did pay attention for the beginning, for however exactly for most of it, but that's just what I want to talk about and just get on with. But without further ado, I'm once and again yours truly, that I'm Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered, yours again amazingly and truly, like always. And then for part 5, no worries. Part 5 is still yet again being worked on, and then pretty much being previously worked on for a while until it's actually ready. But until I get the thumbnail, that's pretty much another point of that. So without further ado, I'll see you guys again next time. And then this video, like I said, is that this is just awesome. Just awesome. But anyways, without further ado, is I'll see you guys again next time. And without that being said, Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered is signing on out. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you, and goodbye. And thanks again for watching this video. And also, subscribe to the original person if you have or have not. Then consider to do so, and that would be amazing. So, anyway, see you guys in the next time, and then in the next video. And also, if you guys actually do kind of feel what I feel by now exactly about the actors exactly and actresses, then yes, that's probably what I want to say. It's just that I just want to just briefly just say out of my chest, and I just didn't really knew until it actually showed me the entire thing, who did voice acting behind the characters of Friday Night Funkin', and I'm like, nice, well, job. So amazing. And I just didn't knew that the character of boyfriend of the character was from David, who actually was David Brown, who voices boyfriend and was. I'm just pretty freaking amazing. I'm just like, OMG, bro. Like, you just could definitely tell from what I'm really am telling that about exactly. It's just that I couldn't believe David Brown was the Phantom Arcade. Like, holy crap, this was just like the first thing I just didn't knew about. But until then, I probably am knowing this already. So, without further ado again, I probably won't catch you guys time exactly, or waste you guys' time for the next part of it or whatever. But just don't want to waste you guys' time, even though I'm probably am talking about this from some points of the time of me mentioning it of the actors, and I'm like, yeah, I give pretty much good actors a little bit amount of good amounts of 10 of 10. With basically the music and all their tracks is just so good. Like, I really think that was amazing. Well done. Great freaking job. Seriously, great job. But anyways, that being said, whew, that was a great video. But anyways, that being said, see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody. See you guys next time. And remember the 4 things you guys got to do before then, and say otherwise, is I'll see you guys again in the next time, and then the next video, and like always, next time. Anyways, sign out, peace out, bye-bye, and then see you guys in the next time, and then in the next video. Like always, is like and comment and subscribe to the bell to be notified, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. See you later. Peace on out.